This is the first time I'm doing this, but let me go through my holiday fragrance rotation. I have 8 scents in total over here, and they're all Filipino fragrance brands. Let's go through the fragrances one by one. Let me preface this video by saying that I have 4 holiday fragrances here, and 4 that are not exactly holiday releases, but they still feel apt for the holiday season. Let's start with these 2 fragrances. In case you missed it, this is the holiday collection from Lucky Beauty. Starting with Gingerbread Rouge, which I really think is a nice fragrance to have in your collection because we don't really have any gingerbread fragrances in the Philippine market yet. And this fragrance to me feels like the love child of Ginger Biscuit from Jo Malone as well as Baccarat Rouge from MFK. Like, it's delectable, it's yummy, it's also addicting and sexy to create such a festive but bold holiday fragrance that I really think a lot of people will love. Next up is its fresher sister Vanilla Eclat, where this one, as opposed to its name, is actually not vanilla forward. It's more fresh, aromatic, somewhat woody, and then you get the vanilla end to kind of sweeten it up and deepen up everything, because this one has notes like sage, salt, a little bit of lemon as well, to give it this kind of bright burst that has this very grounding energy because of the notes surrounding it, and then it deepens up and warms up because of the vanilla to make it an overall kind of creamy fragrance, even if it's still kind of fresh. But my favorite way to wear these fragrances is to layer these two, spritzing Gingerbread Rouge first and then adding Vanilla Eclat on top. Oh my gosh, there's just something so beautiful, so addicting and cozy, oh so holiday about these two together. Next up is a holiday release from one of the noses I trust here in the Philippines. This one is a haze of gilded dust from Claire Olfaction, also known as the Gourmand Queen. She's really known for gourmand scents, dense scent. This one, you guys, other than this really pretty bottle with the gold flecks inside, reveals this kind of pillowy and fluffy vanilla that I find to be quite addicting. If you like the likes of Diptyque Eau Dwell's kind of green vanilla or that texture of vanilla, the vanilla planifolia used here is so beautiful because it's cocooning and cozy at the same time without being too sugary or confectionery. This one is definitely super refined and it's still wearable even if you don't like super heavy sticky gourmands. Last but not the least from this holiday lineup is Cypress Musk from Scentsmith, which really opens with a bright burst and then becomes this like really cool to the nose cypress that's woody, somewhat earthy, but I don't know, the coolness to it kind of reminds me of like vacationing in Baguio or like waking up to a cold misty morning. And then this one settles into like the softest musk, such that this scent is such a cozy fragrance that I really think it grows on you. It feels oddly familiar but cool at the same time. So I'm really happy about this holiday fragrance release. Moving on to the 4 not so holiday releases. First up, I have Gardenias from niche fragrance brand Edro. And this one is such a nice floral scent, but there's something pampered about it because it really gives me the impression in the visual of scattered flower petals on like a milky creamy bath. So yes, it is somewhat lactonic. There's a little bit of sweetness too because of the florals used here. It's just so beautiful and elegant to me, and maybe you just spoiled yourself or pampered yourself and you feel really good about that, which is why I think this would make such a nice holiday fragrance too, because there's something somewhat celebratory about it, even if the texture of it is quite delicate. I don't know, the juxtaposition of that is also really interesting and pretty to me. Like, if you guys know Sir RJ's work, you guys know that this is going to be quite a performing fragrance. Next up is Corpuz from Alan Marie. It's just, there's something about Corpuz that just really hits because it really feels like the color white to me. And although all of the Alan Marie fragrances feel like the color white to me, there's just something about Corpuz specifically because it's somewhat airy and opens up to this kind of pretty, almost shampoo commercial-esque wind in your hair type of situation, but settles into the softest, most delicate florals that just feel holiday. Just the whiteness and the lightness of this fragrance feels very holiday, but this one is still definitely something you can wear all year round. Next up is Intimo from a.mara. This is really a brand you have to get your noses on, Intimo being one of them because it feels like a clean scent that's kind of sweet. It's so cozy, it's so comforting, it's familiar, somewhat intimate, but still kind of performing. I can imagine this to be such a fail-proof, easy reach because it's so wearable, it's so easy to use, and it just feels like a scent that can be a classic in anyone's rotation. In the way that it smells like skin, but it's still somewhat elevated. Lastly is I Dreamed of Grace from Anino. This is a fragrance brand a lot of people have been super excited for. A lot of you guys have been hounding me. I'm sorry, I just have 3 fragrances from the brand and I will get to that. But there's something about this fragrance and maybe the name that when I smell it, it feels somewhat hopeful, like a new beginning or just ending the year on a good note, feeling really grateful, somewhat emotional about things that happened. And I love that this one has this like morning fog vibe to it also, especially at the start because it's very cool and airy before you get greeted with the other complexities in the fragrance. There's something so dreamlike about it in the way that you recount your memories or you participate in that trend where you have a cake and you stick up your achievements and whatever. So that's 8 fragrances in my holiday rotation. Let me know which one of the 8 you're eyeing to try, which one you've tried, how you're liking them so far. I hope this video helps and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!